Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be reading Subspace, one of the longest fanfictions in the world, and we're going to be reading it today in this video. Yeah, let's go. Speed on my intro. We're going to be reading a fanfiction which is proclaimed as the longest in the world, the longest fanfiction of all time. I have no idea anything about it beyond that, so let's just, I don't know, let's just get into it, I guess. Let's begin. Let's dive deep into this world. So this fanfiction is called The Subspace Emissaries World Conquest by Aura Channeler Chris. So this is a Smash Brothers fanfiction, and that's it. That's all the information I have. So let's just begin. Chapter 1, start of Disc 1, new game. You can tell this fanfiction is based off a game because you know the first chapter is called New Game. We're gamers, and only gamers will understand this fanfiction. Only gamers are gonna get this. All the references in this to pop culture and gaming and all the like. You know, if you play games, you'll be able to get this. I don't play games, so I don't really, I don't really get that. I don't really know what that means. New game? What does that mean? A new game of soccer, maybe? Before anyone said something bad about OCs, this story only contains one single OC through the whole fic. Don't think this OC came out of nowhere because there is a prequel to this fic, so my OC and Lucario could be developed if you want to read it. So, guys, before we get into this fanfiction, before you even say anything about OCs or original characters, before you even say anything, before you even type a comment saying this fanfiction fucking sucks, delete your fucking video, I just want to let you know that there is only one singular OC. Only one. We're not going insane here. And I don't even want you to think that I just brought this fucking guy out of nowhere. I don't even want you to, even begin to think that. That's not even true. It's a lie. That's false. So get these false premonitions out of your head. Also, it would make much more sense if you read The Bond of Aura, so you don't get a wrong impression of this OC, Chris. I've taken precautions about the Gary Sues and the Mary Sues. Well, with that away, the start of my both begin with well. The start of my series begins now with this story. I hope you all enjoy this long story about the struggle of a prolonged fight against a subspace army. Basically, this is an if version of what would have happened if the Smashers never defeated Taboo the second time they fought him. Is that their official name? The Smashers? Mario, Luigi, Princess Peach. Together they form the Smashers. That's their official name. I encourage all Brawl fanatics to read on, enjoy, and review. Disclaimer. Aura Channeler Chris doesn't own anything in this story and future chapters. He only owns his OC. Wait a minute, is his OC a self-insert? His name's Chris. I don't know. Maybe it isn't. Maybe he just put Chris in his name. Maybe it's like a Aurora Dawn situation where he put Chris in his username. But it's like, he just named his username after himself. Maybe it's not a self-insert. Guys, it's not a self-insert. Before you even say anything, it's not a self-insert. It's nothing like me. I know it has the same name and same appearance and it looks exactly like me and it acts exactly like me, but it's a different character. It's not me. I would never do anything that he did. Subspace. Deep inside the Great Maze. It has been a long battle for survival, but he managed to stop the imbeciles from defeating him for real. Taboo had been weakened during the battle. As he floated along in the void of the subspace, surrounded by darkness and swirling purple and blue colours, he reflected on the disastrous end of the battle. Master Hand had shown up right before Taboo could terminate the big group of Smashers as a last-ditch attempt. The omnipotent Hand used his space-bending powers to recall each one of the Smashers to their world, back into the past before they participated in the Brawl tourney and the war against the subspace army. Man, there's a lot of lore to Smash Brothers. I didn't know there was this much story. I thought it was just Mario beats up his wife and Minecraft Steve shows up. That's the story of Smash Brothers to me. But apparently, no. It goes deeper. That's why this fanfiction is so long, because there's the lore to Smash Brothers. It's just so deep. Nintendo have perfectly crafted this world, this universe of just deep, complex lore shit. He then called Crazy Hand, and both of them escaped from Taboo's clutches, effectually putting a sudden end to the conflict for the time being. Unfortunately, not everything was right. Master Hand couldn't manage to save certain smashers. Roy, Pichu, and Mewtwo had been killed by Taboo in the ensuing battle. What the fuck? Pichu, Roy, and Mewtwo dead? Taboo kills them? No, they were my favourite characters, Mewtwo! Who's Roy? I think Roy's actually a Fire Emblem character. Okay, never mind. I don't miss him, but Pichu and Mewtwo? No way! Furthermore, Rob seemingly betrayed them all by siding back with Taboo. It became a huge disaster once Mr. Game & Watch had been caught once more. Rob the robot? No fucking way, not that fucking bastard. I mean, I watched the Angry Video Game Nerd review, and, you know, Rob, he's such a piece of shit, he goes way back. I kind of saw this coming, so, like, you know, kind of not a surprise to me. But, Rob, you're a piece of shit. I hope Rob gets fucking violently murdered in the story later on. There was more. An unlucky smasher was captured as well in his trophified state. I can't get used to them being called smashers. They're called smashers because they're smashing people left, right and centre. Master Hand didn't manage to save that one smasher, much to his chagrin. Taboo kept him as a prize, but he would use his unrequited help very soon. Taboo grunted. It felt like an empty victory against the Smash Force. Did they change the name now to the Smash Force? I thought they were called the Smashers. Bro, decide on a name. But he could at least relax and recover his power. As he pondered what to do, a figure rolled into view over the cracked black floor of purple outlines. It was Rob, or rather, the ancient minister, wearing his clothes. The robot was alone with the biggest threat the universe faced, but there was complete and absolute trust between the two of them. The ancient minister? A bit of an overreaction for fucking Rob the robot. What was Rob the robot? I can't even speak properly. Rob the robot. What was he? I don't even know. Like, he's in Smash Brothers, and that's like, nobody talks about him. Who is this fucking guy? I have no idea who this is. The ancient minister looked up at his boss. Lord Taboo, he began. What is your next course of action? Taboo remained silent for a few minutes until he spoke. My next course of action is to mobilize the army beyond this realm, he said. We managed to seize the land below, even though I was weakened in this big battle. The minister looked down. It is going to take you a lot of time before your powers are back, right? He asked. Sadly, that is the case, Taboo said, nodding, his body glitching a bit. But until then, no one can reach us. It is dangerous for anybody to enter this place, knowing that I rule it. I will muster up my power to create an ideal place for our base of operations. You, however, will be in charge of the outside world. The minister looked up and nodded. Yes, I will gladly reassume control over the facility, he said. Just give the word and we shall move out. I had my eyes on other worlds, Taboo said. The worlds that those accursed smashers come from. Those dreaded smashers. I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for those smashing people. I wish to conquer them all, before they even have a chance to reunite and assemble their force, he explained. Once we have gathered enough worlds, we shall move and conquer the biggest one there is. What? The minister said. Oh, you mean the rumoured real world? What the fuck? They're coming for us? They're coming for us in real life? Guys, you think that things are heavy right now with World War III and Putin and the invasion of Ukraine? Just get ready. Fucking Rob the Robot is going to come and destroy us all. Smash Brothers is going to be the end of reality as we know it. Yes, you catch on very fast, Taboo said. It is the real world that is the real prize behind the entire war. Those fools do not even know about the real world existing, but they are missing the bigger picture. He turned around. Ancient Minister, begin preparations to invade one of their worlds. The facility is slowly being taken out from the subspace. I want a subspace bomb to be deployed in Ness's world. The minister nodded and turned around, moving away from his boss. It shall be done, he said as he vanished in the darkness. And so begins my long struggle to work with this person once more. The ancient minister thought to himself, this isn't the time to rebel again. I need to find the time. Why do they refer to him as the ancient minister? Just call him Rob, that's his name. Robert. Refer to him by his full legal name. Robotic Operating Buddy. And, what is this? The Gathering Saga begins the real world. Chris's oh, right. I thought that was like moving on to a new chapter. I think that's like the setting. It's like the thing in the bottom right of the screen that says, Afghanistan or Egypt, you know what I mean? Chris's house, living room. So we're about to meet that one OC, Chris. And it's only one OC, guys. Don't lose your mind at this guy. Alright, March 9th, Sunday morning. Behind the scenes of the big war, in another entirely different universe, the real world was safe from getting into a big fight of epic proportions. Life continued in its pacific time of peace. Today, however, was a time of rejoicing. A particular teenager, with a big secret hidden inside the walls of his semi-luxurious house, entered his home, carrying a bag holding a game he purchased that very same day. It was the release date of the game, Super Smash Bros. Brawl, and he was greatly looking forward to play it, along with a very special person who took residence in his house half a year ago. He paid the reservation in full as soon as the announcement came to the internet and the general media. Oh no, Chris, he's bought Smash Bros. And he's taking it home. Chris, don't do it, man, don't do it! Refund it, sell it! Don't be a Smash Bros. Player, don't! Chris, no! Don't do it! Sighing, the teen smiled to himself and looked around his house, trying to find his special guest. Hello, I'm Chris. I'm a 16-year-old teen. You're getting this so far, right? Okay, I'm just making sure. I'm a 16-year-old. I have short black hair. Are you getting this? Okay, just making sure. And you could say that, okay, guys, I need you to be serious with me. Are you getting this? Are you getting all this? This is important information. Alright, I need to make sure you're listening. Alright? Okay, cool. I have short black hair, and you could say that I look so Hispanic due to the colour of my skin. Truth is, I am Hispanic, but yet I live in the US, specifically Los Angeles, California, in a house where I rule by my lonesome due to some rather unfortunate decisions I've done in the past. Yeah, those unfortunate decisions like moving to LA. Well, not exactly alone. I have someone special here who has taken me out from my horrible curse of solitude. That someone is really, really special, because he's not a person you'd expect to find here around the city, or for that matter, in the entire world itself. Let's talk about me first before you decide to hog that person, okay? Alright, you're very interested in this stranger, this person that I've hinted towards, you know, you're very interested in, you want to know who it is, but, you know, forget about them. Let's talk about me, alright? Let's talk about me for a second, alright? Is that okay? Is that fine with you, man? Jesus Christ. Like, you never show any interest in me, man. You never show any interest in my hobbies, or me, or myself, or my life, and it's just kind of rude. And you know, I want to talk about myself, okay? Is that good? Is that cool with you? Firstly, let me tell you this. I'm an honor high school student who manages to keep a balanced life with studying and playing video games. I'm a huge video game fanatic, but I look beyond video games. By that, I mean I care about the love and effort put into every single game I have ever bought. You know, people like the appearance of games, people like the graphics, but I'm a bigger fan of the personality. I enjoy the story and the characters besides the gameplay. In fact, I learned so much about the values shown in some games that inspire me to find something good in real life. As you can tell, I'm a high school student with an everlasting dream to discover what I'm good at. And that's basically it about me. I'm an ordinary high school student living a pretty particular life due to that person I mentioned to you. And we're going to learn about that person. Who is that? This mysterious person. I want to know who it is. Who is it? Is it Sans Undertale? The teenager couldn't find the person in his house. In his house? I am turning into the teenager. Looking around, Chris shouted, Lucario, I'm home. Lucario, the best Pokemon character. Lucario, I'm home. I'm home. It's time to have sex, Lucario. On the second floor of the house, a figure entered through the terrace's entrance. His black feet touched the white tiles on the floor. A deep, gruff voice then said, I'm up here, Chris. He's the deepest, manliest voice, and it sounds a lot like, Hey, Chris, I'm up here. I need you to come up here right now. I've got a situation up here, Chris. I accidentally shat myself, Chris. I pissed all over the bathroom floor. Hearing the sound of footsteps brushing up, the person saw the team coming from the stairs, all the while flashing a small smile as he carried with him the game he had bought. If the situation had taken place half a year ago, Chris would have screamed at the first sight of Lucario in his house. Alas, this was not the case anymore, and that's why you've probably got to read the prequel story so you can see all the shenanigans that these two characters have been getting up to. You know what, this kind of reminds me of like all those pictures of like those guys with the My Little Pony characters in real life. That's what this is reminding me of. Like, it's like, this is what I would be like if I was with my favourite character. This is how I would interact with my character. That's what this is. If that's a self-insert, then that's what this is. That special person I mentioned is a Lucario. The teen and the Pokemon approached each other, and the first looked up at the towering Pokemon, looking down at him with a smile. And he's beyond special, in more ways than one. First things first, you're surely wondering how a Lucario like this one appeared in this world. Not really. I mean, that's what the prequel is for, right? I mean, that's how you find out. That's for the prequel. Well, I have no idea how it happened back then, but at the start of summer vacations during a rainy night, a lightning bolt struck by DS down, and from it, Lucario's Pokeball came out. It accidentally opened up and he appeared, sprawled over the floor because he had a fever. When I saw him the first time, I was at a complete loss of words, and I feared that he would rip me apart. Luckily, doing the right decisions led me to become acquainted with him. This is probably why the story is really long, because he's got all this explaining to do. That's why the story is so long. It was a long struggle for me to get him to like me. He was a very oblivious Pokemon, who knew almost nothing about life. He's kind of fucking dumb, kind of brain dead even. He doesn't know what the fuck is going on. Fortunately, this Lucario can use telepathy to talk, but he can actually speak with his mouth just fine. Then what the fuck is the point in having telepathy if he can just speak? What's the point? It's pointless. That's why it's pointless. It doesn't mean he knows how to read though. He is fucking dumb. During many days in the past, I took it upon myself to look after him by teaching Lucario how to live while we tried to find a way back to his home. We had lots of fun moments together. I vividly remember his first shower and his first stay, but still he longed for his dream to reunite with his real trainer. You fucking showered with him? What you doing? Chris, what's going on? Maybe this relationship goes deeper than we thought. I'm gonna call fucking animal control. When the day he was debating himself what to do about his issue that he was being stuck in this world, I cried out, and after a while, he turned around and he also cried. What? Without warning, he embraced me and yelled out, "I don't want to leave you like this. You're my real trainer." You know, again, you've already told me to read the prequel. I don't really need this. I want to not read the prequel, and I want to just, assume things, right? You don't need to do this. Please, I'm good. I decided not to read the prequel, so please, don't even bother explaining. And ever since that fateful day, my solitary life changed forever for the better. I was a teen whose parents worked away from home to assist important corporations with revolutionary ideas. I didn't know much about what they do, but they're almost never at home. That made things easier for me to raise the special Lucario as my loyal Pokemon. You see, this Lucario is not normal. He's 6'7" tall. Did I say 6'7" tall Lucario? I'm just 5'5". My head only reaches the murderous weapon that was his chest spike. "Oh no," Chris said, as he accidentally let go of the bag, slipping down the white couch. What? Wait, what's going on? Hang on, he's done all this explaining, and now I don't even know where we are in the story anymore. What's going on? Where are we? He's sliding down the sofa. Is Chris that small? Lucario merely stared at the direction the item slipped down into. He bent down a bit and lifted the couch with a single hand. The couch was heavy for 2 people, but Lucario didn't struggle a bit. "There it is," Lucario said, looking at the bag. "And this Lucario just so happens to have Herculean strength. For reasons unknown, he's surely my world's strongest being there is." Jesus Christ. This is a lot of exposition. This is why the story is so long. This is so much of this, I'm assuming. Mundane tasks, such as cutting down logs with an axe and do some funny fern. I can do this. Though, guys, it's okay, I'm fine. I can do it. Furniture redecoration were easily taken care of with a single hand of his, despite having the strength of obliterating my house in a single punch. I don't even know if he can do that much, but do you want me to find out? Fat chance. He's an incredibly likable person. He's very likable. He's a very likable character. Alright, guys, believe me. You just gotta trust me on this one. He's very likable. I'm not gonna show you how he's likable. Just trust me, he's likable. He's a likable character, and you're gonna love him. He doesn't have the strength of 1,000 men. He's really got a tough body of steel under a coat of fluffy blue and yellow fur. Yes, I said fluffy. Don't you look weird at me. Yep, it's confirmed. Their relationship is fucking weird. I'm gonna call animal control, because Lucario is an animal. Chris is a furry, and yeah, fuck you, Chris. I remember how a brick fell on top of his head from the 3rd floor's roof to the garden outside, and he just kept staring at me while that brick broke apart the moment it landed on his head. I guess that's why he's so dumb, because a brick fucking fell on his head and gave him brain damage. Morbidly enough, we were talking that day, and he didn't stop when said brick fell on him. He just kept talking and rubbed the dust on his head. Cause he's just a badass like that. He's like Superman. He doesn't care. Bullets don't affect him. He's like Goku. He's stronger than Goku. On top of that, Lucario knows 4 moves. Force Palm, Extreme Speed, Double Team, and ever so devastating, Aura Sphere. Coupled up with his almighty strength, these moves became, what's the word? Broken. I hit the microphone. What did that sound like? Was that alright? Broken as in I broke the microphone. Force Palm released a rather small blow, but just you wait until that thing goes off. It looked pretty small, yet its intensity was deadly. A tree would shatter into pieces, and then there was the Aura Sphere. If he wanted, he could make some monstrously big Aura Spheres and charge them in 2 seconds flat. What relevance does this have? Why do I need to know this information right now, right this instant? In a world where there are no Pokemon and battles, Lucario had no choice but to enjoy life with me. We never complained though. We absolutely enjoy every single second of our time together. Oh, did I mention he was a gamer? He's a gamer, dude. He's a gamer boy. Did I mention that he plays video games a lot with me? We have gaming sessions, me and my favourite character, Lucario. Yeah, we do a lot of gaming. Be jealous. You wish you would be living this life, playing video games with Lucario. You will never have this. You'll never have what we have. You'll never have what we have. I am a teen ginger. I am 16 years old. That's about it. Alright, so I guess that's the lore and exposition done, and now we can move on to the actual fucking story. Holy shit. Jesus. We had a whole fucking chapter just for the exposition and the explaining. Chris sighed and went to pick up the bag. Once stepping out from the couch's shadow, the teen saw the towering Lucario, putting the couch back down to the floor. He looked at his trainer. Did you find it? Lucario asked. Chris then took out the item from the bag and placed the game in front of him. Yep, I got it, he smiled. Now we can play it. Oh god, we have to do it now before the show starts later, he said. I'm so excited to play this with you. Lucario nodded and looked back to the game. Since you were this excited, he said at the game's case. Huh. The teen raised an eyebrow once he saw Lucario, giving the game's box a hard look. Lucario? He said. Lucario, what's wrong? You're glaring at the box. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Lucario looks back at him like, bro, what's your issue? I'm just looking at fucking... How did I say that? What did I just say? I'm just looking at the game cover art, man. Like, this is some very good game cover art. You don't see art like this on a game cover anymore. Like, bro, can I not just admire? Jesus, man. You always think there's something up with me. You always think I'm like... You think I'm like disabled and dumb and you need to look after me all the time. That's not the case. I'm just doing a normal thing. And you have to act like I'm just dumb and stupid, and it's really rude and it's really awful, and I really wish you would stop doing fucking shit like that. There is something wrong with this game, Lucario said, staring at the box. Wrong? Chris asked, confused. I don't know what it is, but it feels evil. This is an evil game. Those people on the news were right. These video games are evil. This video game, I don't know what it is. This must be cursed or something. This must be like Sonic.exe type cursed video game. This is gonna be a creepypasta or some shit. Were you watching TV during the whole night again? I told you not to do that. No. Lucario blushed, shaking his head. But Chris, you don't understand, man. This game is evil. Look at this game. This game is evil. Pure evil. The people who made this fucking they've put all sorts of viruses, all sorts of malware in this game. Once you download it, you can't recover. This game is fucking evil, Chris. It will drag you in. It will turn you into something you don't want to be. Once you start to play this game, you will turn into a fucking violent murderer, and you will be okay with shooting people in the head, your family members in the head. You will be alright with it. You'll be cool. You will be chill, and you will be evil, and you will be a horrible person. Chris, don't do it. Don't do it. I guess it is true. I guess Smash Brothers is evil, and it has made people evil, I guess. Through Lucario's eyes, he could see a purple aura coming out from the box. This Lucario was a master of auras. Unlike the normal Lucario stated in the descriptions, the Herculean Pokemon easily tracked down auras beyond 100 miles. Not that there was any use to this highly developed sixth sense. Lucario only watched from afar how Chris's life developed in high school. However, only the living could exude auras. An item exuding a dark aura was not normal. There was definitely a dark aura on that box, Lucario added, shrugging at the aura, trying to reach out for them. Thank you, Lucario, for pointing out that there is a dark aura. I didn't get that through this fucking whole paragraph talking about how there's an aura on this fucking game cover. Chris looked worried. Well, I don't really feel anything evil from the box. I believe you though, he said. But how can an insignificant item like this give out such a dark aura? Perhaps we shouldn't put it into the console, Lucario said. I don't want to find out what could happen if something were to come out of it. Chris was used to having a supernatural Pokemon accompany him all the time. It was half a year ago that they met, but there wasn't anything else besides Lucario that happened until he brought up the unbelievable fact that the game box had a dark aura. Like dark aura is red, right? Chris asked. Yes, Lucario said. I'm trying to pierce through it to find out more about its reason to have such a thing, but I can't find anything. That's impossible, Chris muttered. You're a master of auras, but you can't discern anything from this? Lucario looked down in shame. I'm sorry, he said. You better be fucking sorry. You fucking dumbass. You can't, you've got this like cool sixth sense power that's, you know, usually useless. The one time it's useful, and you can't even do it. You can't even do it. Jesus Christ. You're so fucking dumb. No, Chris said, making Lucario look at him. You're a master. There just has to be a good reason behind this box giving you that evil aura. You know what? I think we should just go ahead with this and try it out ourselves, he said. Lucario looked a bit dismayed at the proposal. Maybe you are imagining things. I don't know, maybe you're going crazy or something, I don't know. Lucario, I don't know. I think you're just kind of making stuff up. I think you're just kind of losing your mind. I think you're off your medication. Yeah. Lucario, I don't even know what you're talking about. Dark aura? Like, you're saying all this shit about dark auras, like mystic energy, evil video games. What is up with you, man? You need to sort yourself out. You need to, like, you need to go see a shrink or something, man. I don't know what's going on. No, I'm not, Lucario said, looking a bit serious. But maybe I'm hallucinating a bit. I mean, this is just a game. Chris forced a smile. Now let's go to my room and boot this thing up, he said. Let's boot this game up. Hell yeah. I don't know, you're saying it's like dark, evil, you know, some shit. I don't fucking know. Let's boot this game up. Let's fucking play some fucking video games. I'm so looking forward to play as a Lucario. Lucario grinned a bit. That makes two of us. Dibs on the blue one. What? I don't like the other palettes. They make my species look silly. As the two debated on choosing the right colour palettes, the dark aura that the box contained lingered in the air. Chris's room. Chris's room was on the first floor, was very clean. I read that completely wrong, but fuck it, let's just go with it. The teen, though, was not the one who cleaned it up. It was his dutiful Lucario who took it upon himself to put the game cases away on the lower left corner of the room. What the fuck does this matter? Why does this matter? I literally do not give a fuck about how this Lucario tidied this 16-year-old kid's room. Like, this is not important information to me. The two house residents entered the room. Lucario sat down on the bed as Chris went over to insert the disc inside his Wii. The aura Pokemon turned to the TV on. The box stopped radiating the ominous aura. Lucario could tell. But now, the dark aura came from the disc itself. See? Nothing seems evil or something, Chris said as he then inserted the disc inside the Wii. The TV came to life with the friendly warning. Grabbing a nearby Wiimote, Chris went to sit next to Lucario. He moved the pointer over its game channel screen. Seriously, nothing is happening. And then he selected the game screen. Irony was on Lucario's side. As soon as Chris wanted to boot the game, the Wii turned off. What the fuck? It really is evil. It's turned off my fucking Wii. ... Chris remained silent as Lucario looked down at him. I told you before that something isn't right, he said. Huh. Why isn't the game starting? Chris said. You don't really think that the evil aura you saw has something to do with this, right? You don't think that that like evil spirit within the disc that you saw, you don't think this has something to do with that, right? I don't really know. Maybe there's something wrong. Maybe I just need to turn it off and turn it back on again. Lucario nodded as he said, it must be that dark aura's doing. There surely was some logic behind this that didn't involve the dark aura. Chris rubbed his chin as he pondered on the issue. Maybe those rumours about the disc being made as a double-layer disc were true. I think I put my Wii in the wrong place where dust gathers the most. Lucario could see that his trainer didn't want to believe it, so he tried to support the thought. I hope so, Lucario muttered. Jesus Christ. Is this... Chris, you're making the story longer. Just throw the disc away. Ends the story, man. Jesus Christ. Fuck, hurry up, man. I can't stay here. That's weird. Let me check it. Chris approached to the Wii. He approached his right ear to listen to the disc spinning inside. There's a weird sound coming from within the Wii, and suddenly, a purple light came from where the disc slot was. Chris looked at it, and Lucario glared at the light. Hey, what's the big deal here? I never saw mention of a purple light in the manual. He was suddenly pulled back by a growling Lucario. The aura Pokemon put his trainer under his left arm as he showed his fangs at the light. Lucario? What's wrong? What? He's growling. He's doing his wolf growl. Grah! That's what Lucario sounds like. Dark aura is growing, Lucario said. I don't know what's gonna happen. We better brace ourselves. Chris was so unfamiliar to listening to such an order that he looked frightened. But with a Lucario capable of carrying a couch with a single hand, he felt protected. Why at the light shone brightly, and a force pushed Chris back. He was being held by the big Lucario, so he avoided being flung away recklessly. Are you alright? Lucario asked, looking down at him. What in the world is happening here? Chris asked in terror as he saw the light illuminating the whole room. Please don't let it explode because there are no Wiis in the store. Would you stop minding those things? Lucario asked, enraged. This is very serious. I can't even tell what's going on. At least I take care of everything here, Chris said. He was desperately trying to distract himself from the potentially hazardous purple light. Not like you, Mr. I break the Wiimote because I failed to pass the final boss. Yeah, at least I do stuff around here. At least I'm like helping him, like doing chores and stuff. What the fuck do? You just sit around and do fuck all. You break all my shit. Fuck you, Lucario. I wish you fucking didn't even live here. I wish you never came into my life. I wish you wasn't even fucking here. Jesus Christ, I fucking hate this Lucario guy. Suddenly, purple lights came from the disc, and they started to fly in a circle in the middle of the room. Both of them just looked shocked at the whole event happening just in the morning and in their room. What? Happening in the morning and in their room? What the fuck? That doesn't normally happen. Chris looked horrified, while Lucario growled menacingly at the lights. Not even the dawn's light coming from the window could overcome the bright, ominous lights. Okay, this is getting pretty insane, Chris said with a gulp. Gulp? This is getting pretty insane. Gulp. First my Wii goes nuts, then it shines, then it shoots ghosts out. Ghosts? Is this some kind of new application I've never heard of before? The Aura Pokemon frowned at his trainer's suspicions. I told you, Lucario began, as he growled silently at the lights. There was something wrong with it. Surely Lucario could do something useful. Strength was not an option, but perhaps he could manipulate the lights using his aura. Well, do something about those lights. If my parents ever come back and see these abnormalities, what do you think they will say? Chris ordered and asked. Too bad. Why are you saying that? Those lights aren't lights. Those are auras. Okay, good. Now get rid of them. Like, alright. Okay. Okay. Get rid of them then. What are you doing? Just standing around. Lucario, make yourself useful and fucking get rid of them. My parents are going to come home in a minute. All the purple lights fired to all the video games of Chris's collection and began to glow in a purple aura before fading out. Both of them stared at the games that shone purple from time to time, with the lights having seemingly merged into the stack of games. The intense purple light dimmed down a lot. The two exchanged looks before staring at the collection. Lovely, Chris said with a bored look after his room returned back to its normal colour with the sun's lights shining through the window. My game surely got corrupted by purple auras from a new game I just bought from the local store. I'm not getting all of them through the internet either. Lucario groaned with a frown. I told you, something was wrong with that game you got, Lucas pointed out. And yet you didn't do a thing. You fucking idiot. What do I even have you here for? I let you live here, I let you eat all my food, and you didn't even fucking do anything. You're such a fucking moron, do you know that? Lucario looked ashamed. I'm sorry. The teen would feel guilty just seeing the powerful Lucario look down. Chris's eyes looked apologetic, while his lips formed a small smile. He rubbed Lucario's head with care, making the Aura Pokemon look happy. Unlike other Lucario, this one liked that his trainer groomed him a bit from time to time. It's okay, Chris reassured Lucario. We're going to get to the bottom of this. Maybe you can pull the auras from the collection. Hey, it's okay. It's okay. Hey, listen. It's okay. You did kind of bad today, but listen. It's okay. I forgive you. Don't worry about it. Don't panic. It's okay. I'm here for you. You can do it. Listen, you can do it in your own time. It's okay. The Aura Pokemon looked at the collection and held out his hands. Chris pulled his hand back and saw the big Lucario glowing with an intense blue aura. Much for their dismay, the purple aura that engulfed the game disappeared as soon as Lucario tried to pull them out. No, Lucario muttered. He didn't sense the auras anymore, and then his intense aura faded away. They got away. They got away. I'm so useless. They got away. Chris looked disappointed as he got up and approached the Wii to examine it. Oh great, he muttered. It just feels like the time you came to this world. Only now it's far worse and confusing. I mean, it's less disappointing, but hey, what can you do? What can you do, I guess, you know? Lucario nodded. But then, he felt a blue aura emanating from the Wii itself. Being unfamiliar with this aura, the aura Pokemon narrowed his eyes. Back away from that thing, Lucario said. A new aura surfaced. What? Now this Wii has an aura? Chris asked, and Lucario nodded. He looked at the Wii with a bored look. Good. This machine may as well be corrupted, heavily corrupted, and my games as well. Lucario, do you know what this means? We have to toss them all to the trash? Lucario asked, as he got closer to the video games. I don't want those boxes exploding in midnight if that ever happens. The team gasped. You back away from those video games now, Chris ordered. I'm not gonna get them all one by one. Those are my video games for my entire life as well. They just have to be fine. You are not throwing away my video games. I will not let you. You will not throw away my video games. These video games are my life. You're asking that after we saw those auras merging into your collection? Lucario questioned, crossing his arms below his chest spike. Sensing the Wii's aura shaking, the aura Pokemon gasped. Chris, look out! Suddenly, the Wii's disc slot was shining again, but instead of purple, it was a yellow light. The team gasped and backed away from the yellow light, grabbing his chest as if he was having a heart attack. Holy shit, he's seen his video games getting fucking destroyed and he's having a fucking heart attack. Hyperventilating. My video games. Mario. Legend of Zelda. Metroid. Call of Duty. Call of Duty for the Wii. He's gone. Taken away. His dutiful Lucario went over to shield him. Lucario subconsciously liked the fact that he was protecting his dear trainer during these confusing times, but he shook the thought away. It was far more important to keep Chris safe. Chris looked at the light and groaned loudly. Oh god, it's seriously messed up this time. Right after, the yellow light vanished. As Chris blinked confused yet again, Lucario could still see the blue aura engulfing the Wii. The aura is still there, Chris, Lucario said. It'd be best if you don't approach it. Lucario, hand me the phone. Grimacing at the weird order, Lucario looked down at him. Why? I'm calling Nintendo. Give me the phone. I'm ringing Nintendo. Get me on the phone with Nintendo. I'm gonna talk to fucking Miyamoto himself. I'm gonna talk to Reggie. I'm gonna talk to Bowser. I'm gonna talk to Bowser himself. Yeah, hello Nintendo? Yeah, hi, this is me, Chris. Yeah, your #1 customer? Yeah. Something's going on with my Nintendo Wii right here, and, I think I deserve a refund. I don't know what's going on over there, but there's like these yellow lights, these magical yellow lights or some shit. I don't know what's fucking going on. But listen. No. You listen to me. No. Shut the fuck up. Listen. I am your #1 customer. I have supported you for years. And this is how I get treated with this fucking piece of garbage right here? Bruh, you need to fucking sort your shit out and fucking sort your fucking business out. Get your business together. I'll be seeing you in court, motherfuckers, if you don't send me a fucking refund and a brand new Wii and 700 different video games for free. Yeah. See you later, dudes. ... Give the phone. ... Lucario. Come on, man, just let me speak to him. I'm just gonna talk to him. I'm just gonna talk to him, man. Just give me fucking Reggie's address, alright? Just give me his fucking home, just give me a phone number, give me his home address, give me the address of his family. I'm just gonna talk to him, alright? It's no big deal. Chris, I don't think they know about this, Lucario said, looking away from his trainer. Simple yet piercing glare. What are the chances of them knowing about this? Then let me call a ghost hunter or aura hunter or... Chris shook his head. What am I saying? They really don't know about this. There are no ghost hunters in this world. Or anywhere. Well, that's where you're wrong, Lucario. There's plenty of ghost hunters. Have you ever fucking seen Most Haunted? There's plenty of ghosts in... Plenty of real ghosts in that show. Chris gave him an awkward look. You started it. Lucario shot back. His trainer sighed. Despite the warning Lucario had given earlier, the duo approached curiously to the Wii. Well, do you think it's time to get a new one? Chris asked. What the fuck do you think, Chris? You just saw fucking 700 different lights shoot out of it and into your video games. What do you think? Are you stupid? Did you not just see what I just saw? It's gonna be a real drag getting all that time spent on the games we achieved 100% completion. I spent all my time fucking getting 100% completion, all those hours of Zelda lost. That would be for the best, Lucario said. Besides, I do look forward to replaying games with you. Chris smiled. That's a really nice thought, he said. With you around, it's always bound to be an enjoyable experience. Gwah! Lucario growled proudly, and nudged his muzzle against Chris's face. The teen chuckled heartily as the aura Pokemon playfully rubbed the tip of his nose on his black hair. What's going on? What are they doing? What is this? Are they fucking? Do they fuck? What is this? Chris then rubbed the aura Pokemon's chin with affection. The Lucario looked up with eyes closed, growling with pleasure. Like many Lucario, this one completely enjoyed the idea of being groomed as proof of their strong bond. What the fuck? And what are they doing? They're just fucking having a moment together, like right after fucking some insane shit just happened. What is going on? This whole story could be avoided if they just fucking throw the Wii away. Holy shit. The two never saw that the Wii shook violently in front of them. In slow motion, the Wii suddenly shot a faint image over the happy team. Once a big shadow loomed over them, the two smiling characters looked up just in time to see two heavy figures, appropriately crushing them both on the floor. Whatever happiness had taken place before was crushed down along with them. Under the two foreign bodies, Chris's right hand stuck out, its fingers wide open, as if trying to reach out for outside support. I had a good run, Chris muttered out under the bodies. Well, that's it. Chris is dead. Those were his last words. I had a good run. R.I.P. Chris, you will be missed. You will be remembered as the best original character OC in any fanfiction ever. Goodbye, Chris. I will miss you. The bodies were not normal. They weren't normal people, but rather two huge disembodied white gloves. A right glove and a left glove. From the looks of things, the two gloves were pretty much alive and kicking. Judging the fact both were groaning in pain. The right glove lied down on top of the left glove, unaware that they had seemingly killed the only two owners of the house they had entered without previous warning. Wait, they actually did kill him? Wait, what? I thought they were just like gonna grab him and take him into the world, but no, they actually killed him. Where are we, brother? The left glove, under the right glove, asked casually, looking around its surroundings. They can talk? What? They can talk and then they just talk normally? Like, hey, what's up? Yo, my name's Master Hand. My name is Master Hand, and welcome to this fanfiction. Yo, what's up? We're gonna be having a lot of fun today. That's how Master Hand talks. Hey, guess what? We made it to the real world after all. And here I was thinking we were gonna end up somewhere nasty like a hot sauna with naked men. The right glove on top floated up, looking around the room. The walls had multiple posters of several video game characters that he knew very well. Oh, good, he said. Looks like we got into the right place at the right time. The left glove was lying down upside down on its back. Check this out, he said, as he felt rumbling under his body. This room has a massaging floor. The right glove looked down at him. The floor isn't even shaking, he pointed out, until a loud roar came under his companion. He backed away at the intensity of the roar, seeming that the window behind his wrist shook. What in that deep gruff voice sounds kind of familiar, the left glove said, as blue aura shone underneath its body. But this one sounds a hell deeper. Holy shit, this guy's pretty scary. Back away from this guy, he's fucking scary as shit. Wait a minute, he said as he looked at the blue aura down below. What the? An infuriated Lucario stood up to his full height, lifting the big left glove with a flaring right hand. Growling, the Lucario tossed the left glove aside to let his trainer gasp for breath. Air! Oxygen! How much I missed you both! Chris said in relief as he got up with his Lucario's help. Oh my, thank God they're both alive. Oh, I don't know how the story would have gone if they were gone. Whew, what a close one, guys, what a close one. The two parties then stared at each other, falling in silence. Oh, the right glove stared long at the towering Lucario. Oh my. Goodness, Chris muttered, staring up at the floating flat glove hang. There was no doubt. Chris and Lucario saw before their eyes none other than Master Hand and Crazy Hand. The two bosses were not even in their minds, thinking other things that took much more importance. The two gloves had came out from Chris's own Wii for sure. There was no other explanation. Then, Chris remembered something crucial. Wait a minute, aren't they supposed to be bad? He asked, and hid behind his Pokemon. Lucario! Grrr! Lucario growled furiously as his body caught up with a powerful aura. His eyes even glowed yellow. You've done it now. You've pissed off Lucario. His eyes turn yellow, and he does his big scary growl. Grrr! You better back off now! Master Hand screamed in a high-pitched voice as he saw the Lucario holding out his open palm, creating a rather big aura sphere that violently shook with destructive power. Ah! Master Hand screamed. Calm down. swear, Master Hand pleaded. We're in dire need of help. Please don't let that dog of yours blast us. They're good guys. They're actually good guys. They're not bad. They're good. Chris, you've got poor judgment, Chris. Poor judgment. How dare you not assume that they are the good guys? Master Hand and Crazy Hand, very quirky characters. I remember them in Smash Bros. They're very quirky and relatable characters and very funny and very awesome. I can't believe that Chris would assume that they are bad guys. It was incredibly weird to see someone like a big floating hand begging for mercy. Through his yellow eyes, Lucario's mouth opened a bit as he detected that the two hands' auras were blue instead of red. However, he didn't want to take any chances. The Lucario couldn't read their thoughts, so there was some sort of mind lock that prevented them from dwelling in their minds. Because they don't have brains, they're hands. He could break that lock apart if he put some extra effort, but it was obvious to him that they had no ill intentions. Thus, Lucario's intense aura faded away for a second time along with the big aura sphere. Seeing this, Chris asked, Lucario, why did you... They have blue auras, Lucario interrupted. Blue auras, Chris trailed off. He remembered that Lucario taught him a bit about auras. Blue auras belonged to good people, red auras belonged to bad people. Therefore, if the gloves had blue auras, it meant that they were good people. They're good then? That doesn't make any sense. I wonder what my aura would be. If Lucario were to scan me, what would my aura be? Would my aura be red or blue? Guys, what do you think your aura would be? Are you a good person or are you a bad person? What's your aura? What vibe are you giving off to Lucario? Yes, Master Hand said, making the two look at him. Geez, how lucky we are that there was another Lucario in this world. But, he stared at the wary Lucario. How on earth did this one get here? Feeling that situation looked awkward, Chris sighed. I don't think this is a good place to chat, he said. He felt unsure around the two gloves inhabiting his house. This is a very extremely confusing event to me. Huh, we think alike, Master Hand said, looking at the worried teen. But it looks like it's going to be safe and to explain everything to you too. I assume the initial shock of having a big Lucario like the one you have makes things easier for the two of us. Not really, Chris admitted. He at least looks like a person. You two, on the other hand. Chris floated up, startling the teen. Other hand? We've got a second brother? He asked, sounding excited. That's very funny. Oh man, Crazy Hand, very funny guy, very funny character. Oh, this is why I love Crazy Hand. He's very funny, and you know he's telling all sorts of jokes and stuff, and that's why I like him. That's why I love him. Master Hand chuckled nervously as the duo stared at them with weird looks. Before we move, let me tell you this: he's my insane brother. He's fucking insane and shit. He's fucking mentally ill. Stay away from him. He's fucking insane, crazy. You don't know what he's gonna do. He's technically the only person I can look after to avoid feeling alone. You know. He drives me crazy many times, but we're still brothers. Well, that's nice, isn't it? That's very nice of you to say, Master Hand. Your brother's insane, and he's technically the only person you can look after. Technically. Crazy Hand turned around and looked at them. Oh, hello, he said, forcefully shaking Chris's hand with two fingers. Lucario's glare stiffened. Nice to meet my first human from the real world. We're gonna be best friends forever. His brother slapped his wrist. Stop that, he hissed. We need to make a good first impression. Whoopsie daisy, the insane Hand said. Sorry, I'm already sick of this story. I'm fucking sick of this. These two goofy goobers fucking goofing around and shit. Look at them, they're very funny. Comedic relief. I thought Chris was like the funny one, but nah, these guys, hilarious. Master Hand looked at them with a frown. Look, just don't get too close to him, or else you might experience severe massive damage one way or another, he said. Chris cautiously moved behind Lucario, supposed to make a good first impression, but like, hey, stay away from him. Stay away from my friend here. He's gonna fucking kill you if you get near him. He's gonna kill you if you look at him funny. Jesus, this story is really long. I underestimated this story, man. It's very long. You know what? Actually, maybe it isn't that long. Maybe this is just like the first chapter. We're only on the first chapter, right? We're still on the first chapter. It's not over yet. Maybe this is just how long a normal chapter is in a normal book. I don't know. I mean, they say this fanfiction is longer than a normal novel. I think. I'm pretty sure. But hey, maybe I'm just being an asshole. Maybe I'm just being impatient and disrespectful and a dick, as always. And I'm just not appreciating the story enough. So you know what? I'm going to read the whole thing. Right here, right now, I'm going to read the whole thing. and we're gonna really get a proper understanding of this story. Alright, let's fucking go. Let's do this. Living room. The team never thought that it was going to be possible to have two extremely unlike... Okay, here we are. We're finally here. This is the last chapter. Chapter 222. One bunch of... One bunch of black feathers. What day is it? What day is it? Where am I? What's that smell? Oh, I shit myself. I was the end of this chapter. Let's go. Nope, this isn't a joke. A brand new chapter is here to break that cycle of emptiness. Yeah, let's go. Let's go, brand new chapter. Though before we begin, unless you had already moved down below, let me say thank you to all you wonderful people who came back to the story, even though it stopped updating for a long time now. The faves just keep coming like a stream every day, which only shows me how much you all care about this long beep story out of the beep abyss of my head. Yes, those asterisks aren't censors. Whoops, I read that wrong. I guess I gotta read it again. So I figured the only way to keep the stream going is to complete the next chapter at least. Well, actually, it had to be split a bit at the end because it was getting a tad too long. Yeah, I get that. Just a little bit too long, because I doubt people remember what happened last time. My chapters shall now include helpful summaries of previous chapters to get you back on speed. Thank God. Thank God. Just what I want. More reading. Disclaimer. What do pants feel like? Well, mine feel like wet and gross and sweaty and full of shit and piss because I haven't been able to move. I have not been able to go to the bathroom. I've just been here reading this. Last time, with the new long arc mission defined, the group is once more put into universe watch mode and learn a little too late that their new objective involves Pitt's universe after the angel himself had departed not too long ago. Record time much? Expecting religion and many Greek/Roman references, the group did not expect how nobody in Pitt's world takes things too seriously. As a result, they are constantly mocked by Pitt's newfound lack of intelligence and his goddess Palutina's "screw your rules, I make them" mentality. Yeah, Pitt's fucking dumb and stupid and a moron, and Palutina, she's just a bitch. Clenching their collective fists to tolerate them both, they are forced to fight against Hades, Lord of the Underworld, until that mantle is quickly replaced by Viridi, the goddess of nature, who reveals to be quite anti-human as they come, by releasing gigantic, nuking seeds of oblivion. It makes more sense in context, I think. Nah, it makes sense. Don't worry. People will understand. I understand. I know the law. I've caught up. Opposing her skewed views of racism and her similar... She's racist? Wait, what? She's racist? The group infiltrates her reset bomb forest to rescue any survivors and, most importantly, gather energy spheres for Mago law. No, we aren't trying to downplay human life against material things. Reaching the bottom to collect one more trinket. They are divided in numbers With one divided group forced into a deathmatch against one of Viridi's subordinates, Cragalanch. Kid Icarus Uprising. Boss Battle 1. Within the domes of vines, the 6 fighters faced off against the rocky Cragalanch. Pick took the frontal line first, just as Meta Knight joined his side. We've got the number advantage, you guys. He may be big and thick, but we could chip off his body little by little. Pitt encouraged the team. But Cragalanch could break each one of you down in one smack. He's been practicing his fighting routine very hard lately. Viridi boasted. Cragalanch smashed down the human's fist first, especially the annoying teen with the funny mage get-up. Of course he's going to pick on me first on account of being human, Chris trailed off, until he saw Cragalanch smashing his fists on the ground as if to prepare himself to move forward. He did move forward without wobbling his feet around. Strindley moved by sliding above the ground at medium speed. Being the only one who understood the underlying message, the world traveller grimaced. Okay, you two are doing this on purpose, Chris deadpanned. Pitt winked at him. No, you, he said. That doesn't I'm not into helping other gods do their job. But you guys better snap Fospora out of her brainwashing, Viridi ordered loudly. I'll be the laugh of the sacred realm if others learn one of my subordinates got taken away from me like that. Haha. Her subordinate got taken away like that, both Paladina and Hades teased. Quiet, both of you. Leave me alone. Can we just get it over with? Miss Fit asked. She was fortunate to know her team charged forward with guns blazing into the arena. Being the least experienced in taking missions like this, or ever, the lady would soon find out that the Smasher's streak of bad luck would get even worse with every victory they managed to get. The battle up ahead was just the real preview, or the real horror that was to come, in Paladina's territory. To be continued. This is the last chapter, and it's not even finished? This was the last chapter, and it's not even finished? It's not even finished? Well, I guess that's it. I have read the whole thing. I haven't seen sunlight in... I don't even know how long it's been. I don't know what I'm gonna do now. I guess I'm gonna go to therapy and try and recover from this. I guess this is the end of the video. Like, subscribe, bell notification. Why did I do this? Who watches this? Who watches these videos? Does anybody watch this? Did I do this for no reason? Okay. I think that's that. I'm gonna go now. And so with that, the creator of the That Guy YouTube channel has died. He passed away due to shock and lack of oxygen. He was also severely infected from his piss and shit in his underwear. Rest in peace, owner of the That Guy channel. We will miss you very much.